Ethan Bear.
Oh.
And the Canes did retain salary on him, so
What happened there, by the way?
What
Like,
an
yeah.
absolute saga that was. Ethan Bear. I love how a week ago it was we're gonna get he's an NHL player and we're gonna get value for him to not like what was that? What was this
what was it?
unnecessary
I
saga?
believe it was 18% retained, and then they got a fifth.
It was Ethan Barrett, $400,000 retained, and Lane Peterson for a 2023 fifth.
What? No, like I'm not criticizing the deal. I'm just like,
I am.
what is this? What was that saga? Like clearly did not have the leverage. Never had the leverage that they imagined they did.
When was the last time he played a game?
Not this year.
Let's quickly look at their D because the way it was,
Vancouver's
it wasn't malicious. No, Carolina's before he got Vancouver. Coughlin, Shea, Pesci, Burns, Slavin, I get it. Is Jalen Chatfield? Didn't even know he was on the team. I recognize the name. I don't know where he was before.
I'm pretty sure he was in Vancouver. Yeah, he was with Vancouver.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Like, who are your extra guys? Pacioretty, Gardner, and Kosh. Oh, but what a shame for Kosh again, by the way.
Yeah.
Shame. I forgot Gardner was there too.
Yeah,
Gardner and Pacioretty. Wow, you Atlantic. I can't say that word on this. You love the Atlantic players. It's a shame it couldn't work out, but I'm rooting for Ethan Bear. Apparently, I think I deleted it, but Jay Fresh had some stuff about him that, in his time in Edmonton in heavy minutes, he looked like a good defenseman.
Well, remember Darnell Nurse got paid the year he played with him. He got that 9 point whatever. Well, Seth Jones helped with that.
Was it money? Like, why did Edmonton trade Ethan Bear?
Because they needed Warren Fogle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
God, I've never been so wrong about a depth trade in my life. I like Warren Fogle. I don't think the Edmonton Oilers do when they go on. Weird team. But the Canucks did win a game. Bruce Boudreau gets win 600. I saw that's the second fastest to 600 wins ever. I'm like, excuse me?
Damn.
Do you remember he was remember those Capital years? Where like they would win like Jose Theodore had like 40 wins under Boudreau.
Good for him, man. That's awesome. Second fastest ever. That's loony. Anyway, Rachel, did you see that Rachel Dory put something up? She's like, Boudreau, great guy.
Also, he was the coach. Remember the Ducks were winning the Pacific every year?
He was amazing. Yeah, but they couldn't win a game 7.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah.
And that's why he's perfect for the Leafs.
And then he was a Minnesota. No, goodness gracious. No, he's replacing Burroughs to be Montreal's power play coach because Burroughs needs
Bruce Boudreau?
Yeah, man.
I don't think you
Barbecue Bruce is gonna love the smoke meat in Montreal. Come on down, buddy. I shouldn't say I want him to get fired. I mean, even though
he's not, if he gets fired, that's ridiculous.
So can we talk about how big of dicks Jim Rutherford and Patrick Allvin are for every chance they get, basically saying to the public, we don't want Bruce Boudreau as a coach, and we did know he had another year in his contract. Have some respect.
That was rough.
Like, first off, Allvin, you just got here. Like, you literally just became a GM. Have some respect. Not to mention, I think a big part of why you're there is because I don't want to rip on his ability as a GM, but let's not forget.
There was some influence there.
Was Allvin not like with Rutherford back in the Pittsburgh days?
Yeah.
So have some, I just think it's so, have some respect. Come on, Bruce Boudreau was a great coach. Players love him. They had good things to say after they finally beat their game, beat the Kraken. Shane Wright sitting really helped to win that game, didn't it, guys? I just, why did they do that? Why? You didn't have to go on after hours and be like, yeah, we basically hate Bruce. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get this whole thing that when it comes to Bruce Boudreau, I do respect their honesty when Jim Rutherford says, we might just have to rebuild. But I'm like, wow, the absolute honesty that just is coming out of Jim Rutherford tonight. But I don't
patience for that. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. But he also doesn't have the assets to do what he might have done in Pittsburgh.
It's true.
Or in Carolina too, I guess.
Shout out, by the way, to the Kraken kicking the crap out. Sorry, to Vancouver kicking the crap out of Pittsburgh, too.
Yeah, what happened there?
And then didn't the Seattle beat them last night?
They did.
Jeez.
The Tang's a fraud.
Their goaltending. Another story.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you?
First off,
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go.
I was gonna say first off, first Curtis questions Bencher off for a person. I was going off about where's the Tristan Jar love now? Fraud. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I feel like we should note former Kent Hughes client Crystal Thing.
Exactly. Yes, got him a great contract. No, he didn't. He would have left.
He didn't. He would have left. Yeah.
But of course,
Former Kent Hughes.
got Darno. There's that deal. There we go.
Well, Seth Jones got Darno. There's that deal, but sure.
Kent came to the table and he's like, "Listen,
I'm
gonna do what
this is the new number."
God, I love Kent.
And Ken Holland said, "Absolutely."
You know who's yet to play a game, by the way, because he's still hurt? Feel bad for him. No, they can't use client Mike Matheson.
He hasn't played yet?
No, because he got hurt, remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I can't wait to see him on the power play. I think it'll be good. What's unfortunate for the Sens, that wasn't a transition. I just flat out just went Ottawa there. I don't know.
We're done with Vancouver. Like,
yeah, sorry.
I don't know much change. Like, you got to find what.
We're on win number 2 watch now.
You know. I don't mean to cut your transition off. I don't mean to cut your transition off. It wasn't much of a transition, but I was thinking about it last night, and I'm like, I obviously they're not exact same situations, but obviously the discussion around the team, it's Canada, it's obviously the same. You look at the discussion around the Leafs, and you look at the discussion around the Canucks, and funny enough, the thing they have in similar, the thing that they have are similar with, is it's the same core.
It is.
So again, it's the same core. Firing Bruce Boudreau would do nothing.
Actually, no, isn't Tucker Pullman on LTIR?
All right.
They've had some injuries, both like week to week, and they've had some. I've seen Noah Juleson get called up and sent down like 5 times.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was the same tweet, like the last 3 days.
Every other day, and you're like, what is going on? What's really funny, the Canucks, by the way, if they win their game in hand, they're only 2 points back of the Kings. What? Like they have the same amount of points, 2 games in hand over the Sharks. And by the way, last in the Pacific, even though they have 3 games in hand over the Sharks, last place are the Ducks.